I will not work with Tinubu because our character matters, Professor Utomi says. I know. Okay? Any sane-minded person will not work with Tinubu or Buhari's government. I don't know why Nigeria has so degraded to a point where elites now work for illiterates and people with integrity issues just because of political sentiment, just because of political interest, personal interest in politics. Okay? The same way Shibanjo choose to be vice president to um, to Buhari, and all the elites in the country, especially in the southeast, southwest, and south, rallied around Buhari to become the president of Nigeria. When in the recent, they themselves are even better candidates than the Buhari himself. The same way it has come to Tinubu now. Looking at Tinubu's character, Tinubu's record, Tinubu's personality, okay, you cannot have this kind of person and you go and work for him just because he has amassed enough cash to buy people and then you go and join him. No. Every sane-minded Nigerian that is an elite should supposed to stay away from this kind of administration and find a way to recover the stolen mandate. That is the way I see it. So Utomi, a professor, cannot stoop down so low to go and support somebody who cannot prove his educational background just because of political selfish interest. No, it doesn't work. So, and this is a character thing, this is an integrity thing. Okay, it's better remain on your own than to be associated with groups that will tarnish your character and your image. Few days before Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu takes office as the next president of Nigeria, Professor Utomi, a professor of political economy and management expert, has stated that he would decline an invitation. He would decline an invitation to work with Asiwaju Tinubu if he makes one. Recall that the contentious election on February 25 went in favor of the former Lagos State governor. According to reports, Tinubu defeated Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Atiku Abubakar of the People Democratic Party with more than 8 million votes. The fellow of the Institute of Management Consultants of Nigeria claimed that his character and that of the president-elect are distinct and different during an exclusive interview with the Tribune. He claims that his positions on working with Tinubu are still the same. I won't accept, he declared. About 2 years ago, I made that statement during an interview. The former presidential candidate was quoted by Tribune newspaper as saying during the exclusive interview that our character matters. And that is it. Our character matters. Our character matters. That is true. Yeah. So, just like we said at the beginning, there is no need working. Anybody that loves his character, loves his integrity, will not be associated with APC at any level, both federal level, state level, and national level. Because this is going to be government of Agberu, government of touts, government of corrupt individuals. It's going to be corruption institutionalized. Okay, at Goodluck level, they were stealing and hiding. Okay, at Buhari's level, they were stealing with impunity. I will tell you to go to court. Okay, now at Tinubu's administration is going to be corruption institutionalized. So we will not be surprised if we see elements of corruption embedded in our constitutions, embedded in our electoral act of 2022. We will not be surprised because obviously this incoming government, if it's successfully inaugurated, is going to institutionalize corruption at all levels. Okay, we are going to see people who are going to be, people around the government house at Abuja are people with questionable characters, both local and international. People who are in politics to make their own money. They don't have any other form of skill set. They don't have any other form of knowledge. They don't have any other form of employment. They can't do any other kind of business. It's only politics. And even in the politics, they are not the most qualified. They are just getting along there with violence, with money. It's quite unfortunate. So Pat Utomi is right, and I wish every sane elite in Nigeria will make the same, will take the same position as well, making sure that you don't sell your integrity, you don't sell your character just to satisfy your stomach infrastructure by working for somebody you should not be working for. Okay, it will be something that is very, very absurd. Right now, one of the problems Shimbajo has is that he is a professor of law, and his son, for that matter, is stooping down so low to work according to the dictates of somebody who cannot even write his name, who cannot even who the same certificate saga, who could not produce valid certificate for vying as a president of the country. Buhari could not show Nigerians valid, credible certificates. They just use technicalities to sustain him there. They just use technicalities to sustain him there. And now it's hurting Nigeria. When you have somebody who has nothing upstairs to offer as a leader, it tells much on everybody in the country. It tells much on the state of the nation. Okay, when Nigerian presidents go out there, especially during United Nations General Assembly or during other United Nations meeting, you see people that dominate meetings, you see people that contribute, you see people that have plans for their nation, you see people that talk. African presidents, including Nigeria, never had anything tangible to say, even in those national general assemblies involving the United Nations or other committee of nations, even in ordinary OAU here, African Union. Okay, you know the countries that have something to offer and the countries that don't have anything in their head. Just like when they go for the United Nations General Assembly and some other meetings, when it is time for Nigerian president to talk, that is when other presidents from other nations will want to take coffee, they want to take tea, they want to use the restroom, they want to go out and do some other thing. The world is standing up and leaving, telling the man that you don't have anything to offer, we can't listen to you. That is it. There's nothing in your head. Now we are in it again for another 4 to 8 years, long haul for that matter, that we're going to have Tinubu, who may not be intelligent enough to solve the Nigerian problem, have the willpower to solve the Nigerian problem, not to talk of, going out to represent Nigeria internationally. It's going to be a very huge one. So Pat Utomi has said here that even when Tinubu's government invite him, he's not going to support, he's not going to work with Tinubu government because of his character and integrity. Character and integrity matters a lot, and you don't have to mess it up. It is easy to destroy, but very difficult to build. So anyone that has built his character and his integrity from the scratch to a certain level, all you have to do is to make sure you preserve it even as you work to improve it. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.